31. True and wrong service. The Lord. To serve is therefore the great password through all the spheres of infinity, in the great kingdom of nature, as well as the endless kingdom of the spirits. Also the inhabitants of hell understand this, only with the immense difference between serving of the inhabitants of the heavens. In hell, basically everybody wants to be served. And if someone serves another, this is only eye service, thus always a highly self-interested pretended service, whereby the one wants to deceive the other, to make sure to get him even better under his claws at another opportunity, and to draw an advantage for himself from his downfall. For that reason, a hellish soul lifts his superiors upwards, like a certain kind of vulture along the shore of the sea does this with tortoises. Such a serviceable vulture sees a tortoise creeping around a marsh. The toad tries to reach land to search for herbs to satisfy its hunger. The flesh-hungry vulture first provides it with the service to lift it out of the marsh and put it on dry land full of herbs. Soon the toad starts to search for the nourishing herbs. The vulture watches it for a while and makes only subtle attempts to test the hardness of its shell. Since its sharp beak cannot shear a piece of meat from the shell, it leaves the poor toad grazing quietly for as long until it sticks its head out of the shell more courageously, and perky, avaricious for the herbs. When the vulture notices such confidence of the toad, it grabs the soft fleshy head with its claws and lifts the toad high into the air and carries it to a place where it notices a hard rocky surface. There it lets go of the lifted toad, and its deadly downfall begins. Reaching the rocky ground quickly as an arrow, it smashes into pieces, and the vulture who accompanied its victim with the same speed is equally quickly at hand to take the reward for its earlier diligent service and to stuff its continuously hungry stomach. There you have a true picture of nature for the hellish service diligence. This is also a service, but an extremely selfish one, and therefore every more or less selfish service which people provide each other is more or less related to the service of hell, and can impossibly, as far as related to hell, have any value before me and all my heavens. Only a purely unselfish service is also a true and therefore purely heavenly service, and has a true and perfect value before me and all my heavens. If therefore you serve each other in love and true brotherliness, as it is the usual way in heaven. If someone requests a service from you, do it in all friendliness and love, and do not ask the service provider before delivering his service for the reward, since this is also done by the heathens, who do not know the true Father in heaven, and have learned their customs more from animals than from God. Proof of that to this day are the old Egyptians, whose first schoolmaster was a bull who urged them to think, why they still until today paying a divine worshipping to it. If somebody has provided you with a good service, you should not ask and say, "Friend, what do I owe you?" But you should reward your friend for the good delivered service in the best possible manner according to your strength, out of all love and joy of your heart. If he, who provided the good service to you, notices it, he will hug you and say, "Noble friend, see, I have only provided a very small service to you, and you reward me too generously. See, 1/10 of it is more than sufficient, and even this I accept only as proof of your brotherly heart, which is so dear to me." If the service provider will talk to his service lord in such a manner with true and life-deep feelings, will not the servant and the employer become immediately true heavenly brothers? Very much so. And thereby the true kingdom of God will come to you, and heavenly rule over you with the sceptre of light and all mercy.